Hello, my name is Ryan Farthing, and this is my movie critique for NERB 461 Leadership and Management class. The movie I picked was The Doctor. It was made in 1991. It is about 2 hours long. It's rated PG-13, and it is categorized as a drama. However, it is made by Walt Disney, so you know that it's going to be a feel-good movie with a happy ending. There's several main characters in this movie. Dr. Jack McKee is played by William Hurt. His wife, Annie McKee, is played by Christine Lahti. There's a friend that he meets at the cancer center for his radiation treatments. Her name is June. She's played by Elizabeth Perkins. There's a Mandy Patinkin, who is Dr. Murray Kaplan, one of the fellow MDs in his surgery practice. There's also an Adam Arkin, who is Dr. Bloomfield. They nickname him Rabbi, and he ends up playing an integral part in helping save Dr. McKee's life. There's also Wendy Crewsome, who is Dr. Leslie Abbott. She's the ENT MD who examines and first diagnoses Dr. McKee with his throat cancer. Dr. McKee is a successful heart surgeon at a big city hospital. He has a nice car, a nice house, and he's very full of himself and his position as being a heart surgeon. He's known for having known bedside manners and believes that the surgeon's job is to get in, make a clean cut, and get out. He makes a reference to he'd rather a surgeon not care and make a clean cut than someone who cares and does not do as well of a job. He plays music during the OR, and there's a lot of dancing and laughing and giggling going on. The song that he plays when they're closing up the surgery is Jimmy Buffett's "Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw?" And one of the big things that he does is he always tries to get Nancy, one of the scrub techs, to sing with him, and she never does up until the end when it comes his time to have the surgery. A little bit of background is Dr. Jack McKee. He is a former smoker who continues to have this dry hacking cough. One evening after the dinner party with his wife, he starts coughing up blood, which results in him making an appointment with an ENT MD, Dr. Leslie Abbott. This starts the process of him learning what it's like to be just another patient in a busy hospital. He tries to pull rank numerous times throughout the movie, but that only gets him continued frustration and aggravation. Dr. Abbott examines him and notices a growth on his larynx. She decides a biopsy must be done. This scares Dr. McKee greatly, and you can see it in his facial expressions. He is reluctant to share this information with anybody, including his wife and his fellow co-workers. Dr. McKee, his home life is very distant. He doesn't always fill in his wife with information, and most of the information she receives is through his assistant Carrie. His son Nick recognizes his dad as a phone dad and someone who is not physically in his life very often. Dr. McKee agrees to do the biopsy, which results come back as a malignant cancer. Dr. Abbott's plan of care is for him to start radiation treatments. Going to all these doctor visits and radiation treatments begins to take a toll on not only Dr. McKee's home life, but also his work life. At the cancer center, he befriends a young woman by the name of June who has a stage 4 brain tumor. He was able to find out that his MRI showed no cancer had spread in the lymph nodes. This was something that he was worried about with the treatments and their approach of how to do the radiation treatments. After several treatments with Dr. Abbott, she sees him for a follow-up where she notifies him that the growth on his larynx is not shrinking, that is in fact growing. She suggests performing a partial laryngectomy, but is unable to meet the demands Dr. McKee has placed on her to give him the special treatment that he thinks he deserves. He ends up firing her and consulting with the same surgeon that they make fun of in the movie, him and the fellow MDs in his practice. It's of a Dr. Bloomfield, who they nickname Rabbi because he does take his job seriously and has treats patients with the care that they deserve. And the Dr. Bloomfield decides to do this partial laryngectomy on Dr. McKee. He does it on his day off, and there's this realization between the two that Dr. McKee does trust Dr. Bloomfield with doing this surgery. In the OR, they have the same team that Dr. McKee uses in his surgery. There is a music playing, and Nancy, the scrub tech, is singing to him. They perform the surgery. Dr. Bloomfield comes out and speaks with Dr. McKee's wife and lets her know that the surgery went well. It was a clean cut, but he didn't know if he had saved his vocal cords. During the recovery period, Dr. McKee reconnects with his wife, and they have a better understanding of needing each other. June, who is his friend, she dies soon after, and there was a point in the movie where he got all caught up with the realization that he did have cancer and that he was now a patient. He becomes familiar with June, and they go off on this adventure where he tries to find happiness, and he goes a little crazy, but they do develop a good friendship. There's a couple things in this movie that I think relates to the nursing practice, and in reference to Dr. McKee, doctors will inevitably become patients. Nurses will inevitably become patients. So it's then that it becomes full circle. The patients that we're taking care of, we should treat them as individuals and with special care and the treatment that they need and deserve, respect when taking care of them and their thoughts and their wants and needs. It is humbling when you are sick and you need the care of the healthcare team that is taking care of you. You want to feel that they are looking out for the best interest of you, and their life is in your hands. So this is definitely concepts that can be used in my practice and in real life practice, and that patients are individuals and that they each deserve care and respect. Overall, I enjoyed this movie, and I give it 2 thumbs up. So watch it and have a good day. Thank you.